Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to episode 2 of That Guy and This Guy,
The podcast.
the podcast. How you been, man? How was your week?
Man, it's been a good week, I
Yeah.
think, after that first episode drop. I think it did better than I expected.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how do you feel about that?
I mean, other than some mic issues, which we got resolved,
Yes. Yeah,
I felt good about it, man. It felt real good.
I do too.
Yeah.
I feel like the views that we got, or the listeners that we got for our very first episode, for what this is, I was happy with it.
Just listening to two married guys with kids talking about whatever.
I know. That's
I will let you know that this episode will also be on YouTube, so y'all be looking out for that. We've set up the arrangements. We got with our producer. He's no longer asleep today, and we're going to put it on YouTube for you all.
well, he's not asleep yet.
We still got about an hour left, right?
What do you want to talk about?
Hey,
hold
so-
on. So what do you want to talk about? I feel like only a few people are going to get that reference.
Yeah. Hey, so I had a question for you. I was going through this week, and I was sitting here reading a story, and for some reason it just caught me and made me think about a story of when I was younger, and so I wrote down this question to remember to ask you. You ever broke a bone?
Like, I've never really broke a bone. Like, I broke my fingers, I broke my toes, but I've never, like, had a real broken bone. But I've had some pretty, like, gruesome injuries.
Yeah. Tell us about one.
right.
What's your worst? Let's say that.
So I think my worst injury that I've had, and so I don't know how old I was, man. I was like, I want to say I was like 10 or 11. Like I was around that age, and I was playing with my nephew, and I was just blowing bubbles. I literally had bubbles, and I was just blowing bubbles, and I would pop them. And every time I popped a bubble, he would laugh. So I started like trying to figure out different ways I could pop the bubbles. So I blow a bubble or blow some bubbles, and I go to kick the bubbles to pop them. And my foot catches our kitchen table, and it completely splits the webbing in between my toes. And at first, I'm just like, "Oh, this hurts!" And so I'm just like running, and I just like run,
Just tracking blood everywhere.
Yeah. And so like I don't really know what's going on, and I'm just like I somehow run outside, and I'm just running around on our front porch, and it's just covered in blood.
And your first instinct is, let me run outside. Let me not run to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Not run to my mama or my dad. It's let me run outside and track blood everywhere.
So, like, I don't think I realized that I had, like, ripped the webbing. Like, I don't think I realized what was going on. So, like, you know how, like, if you, like, hurt your hand, like, if you just get hurt, you kind of, like, you run around trying to, like, shake it off.
Yeah.
That's what I was doing. I was just like, all right, I just need to, like, shake this off. And I just have this, like, vague memory of, like, looking down and being like, oh, this is not good.
So, what'd you get, stitches for it or what?
Yeah. I had to get stitches. And I remember they had, my dad came home. And, like, when he came home, it literally looked like a war zone on our front porch. So much blood.
And nobody there. Everybody's at the
just my
hospital with
sister.
you?
Well,
Okay.
no. My dad came home to take me to the hospital.
Oh, okay.
And I just remember they had to, like, literally take the needle to, like, numb my foot. They stuck it, like, right in between the webbing. And, yeah, I had to get some stitches. Dude, it was gnarly. There's still, you want to see my foot?
No, I'm good.
I didn't
You
think
know,
you
you know me. If y'all don't know, I hate feet with a passion. Like that's at the top 10 things that I hate. And we'll go on that list a little bit later.
Feet are a top 10 thing? All right, yeah.
Well, it's so many things that are on my list of things that I hate. And we'll probably have to cover that in a whole nother episode because I think that alone is probably going to be a 20-minute
A later
talk.
episode is just things Michael hates.
Things Michael hates.
All right.
And so the reason I thought about that, so I was reading a story about a kid who got hurt. And it was a good, happy ending, and it made me think about when I got hurt. And I didn't necessarily break a bone, but I fractured an ankle playing football. And it was like neighborhood football. So we were just like in this
Just like backyard.
big ass field across the street. There was basketball courts, there was a little park area, and then there was just nothing but grass out back. And so it's just four of us playing football. And, one's the quarterback, one's wide receiver, and you're doing everything. And I go up for a catch, and I catch it. I come down with it. I land hard. Not an issue. We're 12-year-old kids. Like, that's just normal. But then one of my good friends fell down on my ankle, too. And I felt like this sharp pain. I'm screaming, trying to whatever. They all three of them come around me. Hey, Mike, you all right? I'm like, no, man, his big ass just landed on my ankle. Right. And from there, they all proceeded because they were so scared of my mama and what she would say that they left my ass in the field.
I'd have left your ass too.
What the heck? Man, I played basketball with these guys for years. One of them was my closest friend, one of my closest friends at that time, right? And they all just left. So now I can't walk. I live across the street, but it's probably still a good 100 feet away,
Sure.
And so now I'm crawling on hands and knees through the field, across the basketball courts. I'm looking both ways to see if any cars are coming. I crawl across the street. I get to my front yard, and I do like a roll into the front yard. And then I scream, "Mama! Mama!" And she comes running out like somebody dying. Because at that time, that's the worst pain I ever felt.
Right.
What the hell wrong with you? I said, Mama, I don't know. My ankle hurt. I was playing football. My boy T, I ain't going to say his real name because I know he going to listen, but he came down on my ankle, and then they all went home. And she was pissed about them going home and leaving me. But then she told me, you all right, just get up and walk it off.
Yeah, walk it off. Rub some dirt on it.
I said, Mama, I couldn't even walk over here. I couldn't. So... So after 20 minutes of sitting there and her not believing that I'm truly hurt, she finally go, get your ass in the car. And we get in the car. We drive to the hospital. They do some x-rays. They go, yeah, his ankle's fractured. And he need a boot for the next 2, 3, 4 weeks, something like that. I don't know how long it was. But for some reason, I just thought about that story. And I'm just like, damn, man, all my friends just left me.
Yeah.
Because they thought my mama was going to whoop their ass helping me home.
Why were they so afraid of your mom? Your mom is a sweetheart. I know your mom. I love your mom to death.
Look, it's a different mama than when I was younger. I'm telling you, my mama when I was younger, she was see, being a grandma done broke her down. That's what it is.
Your kids did it.
I don't think it's my kids. I think it's my nieces and nephews.
Yeah, that's true.
Because they were first, and they kind of broke her down. And now she's soft.
Yeah.
She still got a little bit of the edge, but yeah.
How do you think you're going to be? Like, we're both parents. How do you think you're going to be like when your kid has like a legitimate injury?
Oh, an injury?
Yeah.
See, and that's hard.
Are you going to be the same? Or are you going to be like, you're fine?
My kids have gone through some like injuries that I'm like, that's not too bad. And I'm like, you're good. Try to walk it off. And they do the whole like, oh, I'm really hurt thing. And it ends up being, once they forget about it, they're good. But with them being in gymnastics, I feel like I'll know.
Right.
Like, I feel like I'll see a bad landing and be like, and my daughters are very, like they worry. Like if they cut themselves, they're like, "Oh, I'm worried it's gonna hurt forever," and I have to stay calm and get them through it.
Yeah.
So I feel like I'm gonna just have to play the part and stay calm.
I'm the same way. Well, I say I'm the same way, but sometimes I really like messing with my daughter, and I'll be honest. She'll be like, I've got like, she'll do whatever, and she'll be like, look at this little scratch, and then, kids, they think Band-Aids make everything better, right?
Yeah.
Like it doesn't matter. She's like, oh, my knee hurts. Put a Band-Aid on it.
No
scratch,
nothing.
nothing. Yeah. But sometimes I'll start messing with her. And I'll be like, your knee hurts. Oh, no. We're going to have to go get that cut off. Dude, and she starts freaking out.
Oh, yeah.
And being the good father I am, I just continue with it.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, no, you don't understand. We're going to have to cut your entire leg off. You're not going to be able to walk ever again. Does that... My daughter is only 5. Am I the asshole? Wait, wrong segment.
No, yep, we're going to go with the you're the asshole.
But that's how I am, dude. Now, like, if it's obviously serious, which, I mean, is very rare... I do feel like I'm going to be, like, a very coddling parent, like...
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to my daughter. Because that's my baby girl.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? My son... Like, my son hits his head all the time, man. I'm pretty sure that kid's a little off. I love him. I love my son to death. But, man, he hits his head so much. There's
like
no
father,
way.
like son.
There's no...
Oh, so what else I was saying though is I've kind of done similar versions of that with my daughter though.
Yeah.
Right. So they'll be like, "Oh, this hurts so bad. This hurts so bad," and I'm like, "All right, go lay down, go rest your leg, go elevate it," and they still kind of make a big deal. And so I'm like, "All right, go put your shoes on. We're gonna go to the hospital right now." And then that's when they're like, "Oh no, I'm okay. I don't want to go." And it's like,
better.
"Oh, okay." Now if they're like, one of these days they're gonna call my bluff and they're gonna be like, "All right, let's go," and I'm gonna be like, you know what?
Daddy can't afford that hospital bill.
Yeah, this ER visit that's $300 off tops. I mean that's not even afterwards, you know.
Yeah. So it's I feel like it is different with like having girls though.
Oh, definitely.
Than because I know how I'm gonna be with my son.
My nephew came to me with a gash in his head, and I was like, "All right, go put some tissue on it.
Oh, bro,
and hold it tight for 10 seconds. You should be good."
That reminds me of another like messed up injury I had.
What's that?
So, I've got on the top of my head, I've got like a V-shaped scar from where my oldest sister hit me in the head with a plastic bat and it broke over my head. Like one of them hard like wiffle ball bats.
Yeah.
Completely gashed my head open, dude. Had to get stitches. I've got my eyebrow. I slipped in the bathtub. We had like one of them bars. I slipped in the bathtub and just smacked.
You tried to grab it?
No, I just smacked my freaking face on it. Dude, yeah.
Oh, man.
A lot of my injuries are like semi-self-inflicted. Like I'm just stupid, so I do a lot of like stupid stuff.
Man, I got one that I was a wild sleeper when I was a kid, and
you were a wild sleeper.
Yeah, I actually used to sleep.
Wow,
you've never heard of like a wild sleeper? Like they roll and they kick and they fight, and
okay,
that's the one you don't want to share a bed with, right?
That's my son.
That's your son.
Yeah. We co-sleep right now just because, like, my wife is in this very weird phase where, like, she's pregnant and she also, like, still, like, our son is still really young, so
yeah,
he sleeps with us. And, dude,
hey, he gonna have to move over with the new one coming.
You know how many times I, like, fall asleep on the couch just because I know it's much easier than trying to rearrange the bed just so I can lay down?
Man, I could never sleep with kids in the bed.
Never?
No, like when my daughters would sleep in the bed, I would get the worst sleep of my life because I was always afraid that I'd like roll over and bump them or kick them or something. And Brianna, my oldest, she'd go to sleep vertical or horizontal with us and then wake up the complete opposite way.
Yep.
And it's just like, it's the worst sleep ever, sleeping with the kid in the bed.
Oh, dude, I'm used to it now because we did it with our daughter too. I make excuses, but it's just how my wife is.
Yeah.
My daughter, luckily, now sleeps in her own bed. There'll still be some nights where she'll have like a nightmare. She'll come into bed with us, obviously, but
expect it. But it's about time to get your son on out because you got a new one coming in.
Yeah, I just. I feel like it'll probably be easier for us to just buy a bigger bed at this point than convince my wife to let my son sleep in his
just
bed.
Everybody come. Charlie, come back in.
Yeah. Come in here. Michael, if you ever come over, I'm sure there'll be room in the bed for you.
Look, all of us just camping out.
Yeah.
No, I'm going to pass on that.
Why?
But that's where we was at, right?
You don't want to make things too weird?
No, because I'm a wild sleeper.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Right? So I was like maybe 5 or 6. We had the bunk bed that was before they made bunk beds with the rail because they didn't care about people back then.
Yeah.
So I slept up top. My sister slept on the bottom bunk. And somehow in the middle of the night, I rolled off, fell down, hit my chin on the corner of a box TV. And so if I shave all of this off, I have a gash, like a scar right here from where my chin hit the corner of that box TV. The worst part is I didn't even wake up. I don't know if it knocked me out or I was just that sleep. But my mama heard it. She woke up and came in there, woke me up and was like, "You fell out the bed. You bleeding." And didn't even take me to the hospital. We just went in the bathroom, held some towels on there for a bit.
See, my daughter's fallen out of the bed a couple of times. And a couple of times she's fallen out. It's like, you know, she was crying and stuff like that because she didn't know what was going on. But there was one time that I thought was really funny. She fell out of the bed, and I go running in there, and she's just sitting up and looks utterly confused. Like, literally, she's just, like, sitting there like, what the hell just happened?
I was in the bed when I went to sleep, and now I'm on the floor.
Yeah, dude. Kids are the craziest.
I'm not going to lie. Every time I hear doo-doo in the middle of the night and I hear my kid fall out the bed, I'm laughing. Brittany runs to make sure they're okay. Oh, me? I'm chuckling because I'm like, you gonna learn today.
Dude, I remember one time she fell out of bed and it didn't wake me up. It woke my wife up. And instead of her going to check on her, she woke me up and told me to go check on her.
Well, she wasn't sure if it was Charlie, you know.
I'm
if
pretty
somebody
sure,
was dying that night,
I'm pretty sure
he was first.
I'm pretty sure at this time, like, we didn't have Benji yet. It was just y'all. I'm fairly positive.
I mean, it could have been somebody kicking in the door. She just wanted to make sure, you went first.
Oh, here's the thing, right? If somebody breaks into our house, the hell makes her think I want to go out there and confront that person?
What side of the bed?
Why do I gotta die?
Who sleeps closer to the door, you or her?
Me.
So you go first anyway.
So we switched. So we need a new bed very bad. And the side that I was sleeping on was hurting my back.
Yeah.
So we switched. She seems fine with it. So, yeah, I sleep closest to the door now. And I just don't think that's fair.
I used to sleep on the other side. And for some reason, which was actually closer to put Brittany closer to the door.
Yeah.
When we moved, though, I was closer to the door for like the first 3 days. And then one day I came in and Brittany was sleeping on my side, so I just slept on her side. And then it became permanent. So now she sleeps closer to the door, which, you know.
That's good for you.
It gives me time to roll out the bed, tuck under. You know, hope they didn't see me.
Hope they didn't see me.
I'm just
She's the only one in here. Take her.
She's the only one in this king-size bed. Don't come after me.
So they're like, everybody's got like their designated side, right?
Right.
That's weird that you just like went over and slept on her side.
I thought it was just one night.
You know? See, but like, I know my wife, like if I fell asleep on her side of the bed, she would wake me up to move.
Nope. She just started sleeping on my side.
Also, like, I wish you guys could see my bed. My wife has like 4 pillows, and they're all like fluffy and nice. I have 2 pillows that are like magazines, like just flat
and deflated.
Yeah, I have to like fold them up 6 times just to get like a normal one, right? And right now I work nights, so like after my wife leaves, I just grab all of her pillows and bring them to my side of the bed so that I can
hour sleep.
Dude,
you get,
but then
right?
she just like she doesn't yell at me, but she's like, "You're always messing up my side of the bed," and it's like, I'm just trying to get like 2 hours of good sleep here.
Right. You can't share one pillow?
One pillow, bro. I just want one pillow that I can kind of caress my head in and feel all nice and snuggly in my own bed. But no.
You know, for me, the weirdest part, though, about switching sides was the cuddling.
Like you went from big spoon to little spoon?
No, I'm always big spoon. But
not when we cuddle.
Hey. But like I went from cuddling with my right arm over her and my left arm falling asleep to now cuddling with my left arm over her and my right arm falling asleep. And I don't know how I feel about my dominant hand falling asleep. Like,
why?
Because like if your left hand falls asleep, that's a stranger. If your right hand falls asleep, that's just no. Wrong conversation. So what else did you want to talk about?
I feel like this is going a certain way that we should probably not let it go.
All right, well, let's head on to.
We're going to get demonetized before we even get monetized.
They're just going to let's kick them off the air.
Yeah. Let's see here. Oh, I remember. So, for when we had the YouTube channel and stuff like that, we would do like. It was obviously like we do food challenges, or we eat certain foods and stuff like that. What is like your favorite like weirdest food combination?
So that's crazy. That I actually like. And people look at me crazy. I think when I told you about this, you looked at me crazy too.
I feel like I know exactly what this is.
Yeah, it's Lay's potato chips with hot sauce.
It's so weird.
It has to be Louisiana hot sauce, and you dump it in a bag, and then you shake the bag up, and you're good to go.
What? How did you start doing that?
My mama.
Okay.
She used to get not the munchies with everything mixed, but they got like the plain salted munchos.
Yeah. Yeah. I know
Yeah, she used to get those and put hot sauce on them, and I tried them one day, and I was like, that's not bad. So we used to go and get those, but then they raised the price to $2 a bag, and it has to be like the bigger bags. So I was like, I'll just get $1 bag of Lay's when they was $1.08. Now they.
But they're different. They taste different.
They do taste different. The Munchos taste way better with the hot sauce.
Because the Munchos are kind of like airy and
like, yeah,
like almost like a Funyun without like the onion flavoring and stuff to it, right?
Yeah, those taste way better. But if I had to do like the always say, Best Buy version of it, it's the Lay's with hot sauce. Still good.
You know what? Like people give me like that I love, and I grew up eating this, dude. Doritos with cottage cheese.
I can't do cottage cheese.
No, dude, you just take
it's curdled, like it's spoiled curdled milk.
So, I mean, it's fine.
No,
I've seen you put weirder things in your mouth.
I mean, I understand.
Anyways, listen, let me tell you.
We did the whole combination video.
Let me tell you.
Didn't we try that?
No, I don't think so.
Huh.
No.
Go ahead,
dude. All right, so specifically the taco Doritos are the best ones, but the nacho cheese, there's not a bad Dorito I don't think that you can dip in cottage cheese. You literally like scoop it like it's salsa and just eat that bitch. It's so good.
No.
Are you a pineapple on pizza guy?
I've never had it.
What?
Yeah, I've never had it.
This whole debate.
But
you've never had pineapple on pizza?
I like pineapples. I like pizza, but it's just not something that I'm like, let me try pineapples on pizza. Like, it's just...
Why not?
If somebody brought it to me, I was like, try this. I'd try it. I probably wouldn't like it.
Why do you think you wouldn't like it?
It's just something about the sweet and the savory together. Like,
you don't like sweet and salty?
No.
That's like a perfect combination. What are you talking about?
No.
You're lying.
I'm not.
Like trail mix?
I can't have nuts.
Oh, that's okay. Well,
and even beforehand, I didn't eat it.
That's, I guess. There's a reason to that. But I refuse to believe you haven't had something that was sweet.
Hold on, I guess we should clarify on that before we just pass over that.
Your daughter's allergic.
My daughter's highly allergic to peanuts and tree nuts. Okay.
Right, yeah.
So, yeah, I can't have nuts, though.
Yeah, don't fucking worry about why he doesn't eat nuts, okay? The man doesn't like nuts.
Everybody's like, whoa. You can't have nuts? What are you talking about?
Well, I think people would probably just assume that you were allergic to peanuts or tree nuts.
I mean, that's just how dedicated of a dad I am, you know?
Yeah.
If there's one thing I'm good at, it's being a dad.
Yeah.
And not eating nuts.
Well.
Pause.
If there's one thing I'm not good at, it's being a dad. Because if my daughter was allergic to peanuts or anything like that, I would probably just be like, this ain't gonna work out.
You say that right now.
What do you mean?
I mean, but
it's easy to say that because she's not.
Yeah, because she's not. But like when I found out, I was like, I'm not stopping.
Yeah, dude. But you know, if your child is like defective, they come with a receipt. You can just take them back. You can just take them back.
Whoa. My child's not defective. She's perfect in every way.
Except she can't have peanuts or she'll die.
I mean,
that's not perfect.
That is perfect.
No, perfect is me. I'm perfect. I can eat anything. I can put anything in my body, and I won't gain an ounce.
You won't gain an ounce of weight.
Bro,
Nothing.
I'm like male.
The epitome of a male
epitome.
model.
Yeah.
Male model.
Dude, this
Why
is
can't I
like
get male model? What the hell is a male model?
male model. This is what I'm talking. Like this is the bullshit that we just talk about all the time.
So and so we were talking about weird food combinations, right? And it just hit me though when you were talking about Doritos and cottage cheese. The one we tried in the video was hot Cheetos and cottage cheese.
No. It was hot Cheetos and cream cheese.
Oh yeah,
And that was fire.
It was trash.
What are you
I can't
talking?
do cream cheese either.
Why?
Like, it has to be in cheesecake. That's about the only way I can eat it.
I don't understand. Like what?
No, that
He's
was,
over
that
here
was trash.
shaking his head no too.
You shaking your head at me?
No.
You
At
like
him.
cream
Do you
cheese?
like cream cheese? Okay. Yeah, who doesn't like cream cheese? Dude, honestly, like for every
By itself, no. Like it has to have some flavor in. Like if I had a bagel,
What do you
with
mean?
flavored cream cheese, then I would do that. But just plain cream cheese, it's like eating thick, nasty. Like
well, you get the flavor from the bagel first off.
Then what's the point of the cream cheese?
It's just what's the point of putting cheese on a pizza? Everything adds to something.
Cream cheese is not the same as regular cheese.
Well, I didn't say it was, but that's not the point. The point is that it has a purpose. You can't just be like, what's the point
Not
of
on a
adding it on?
bagel.
What do you mean not
just
on a
told me the
what
flavor
the hell
comes
would
from
you
the
put
bagel.
on? But you still need the cream cheese that gives you the texture, that crunchy with that creamy cheese, that creamy cream cheese.
I don't like the way you said that. I'll just stick to eating a dry ass bagel with some butter on it.
Stop it. You're not just out here.
Just put some butter on it.
You're not out here just fucking raw dogging bagels.
I'm just dry eating
No,
bagels.
you're not.
And I'm
That's the most
raw mouthing Starbucks cups.
Hold on,
as
can
our
we?
producer puts it.
All right, can we talk about something real quick though? If we're gonna talk about like eating stuff weird, can we address the way you eat cheeseburgers?
Damn it. I wasn't ready for this conversation today.
Well, we're having it.
All right. You know what? So here's my belief with this, okay? I feel like if you order a double cheeseburger, right, you can split it in half, like right where the two pieces of meat, you can split it in half and have like two burgers. Why eat it all as one whole?
This is the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
It's not. Have you tried it?
No, because that's not how cheeseburgers are intended to be.
Are you sure?
Yes.
That's not how double cheese. Who has the manual on how to eat a double cheeseburger? Like a regular cheeseburger?
My guy,
there's
if
one
they
piece
were
of
meant to be eat separately, why would they not come separately?
Whoever said it was okay to cut a cheeseburger in half?
What the hell are you talking about? Who's out here cutting cheeseburgers in half?
When you go to Applebee's or any restaurant, you order a cheeseburger, they cut it in half before they bring it out to you.
But you're still getting the same layers no matter what.
But I'm saying somebody changed the game and they cut it in half. I changed the game.
That's not changing
and
the
I
game.
Split it in half.
How is
now it's like we got two
Hold
hamburgers.
on, how is just cutting a cheeseburger in half changing the game?
They changed the game on how you serve cheeseburgers. If you go to any gourmet restaurant, they're not giving you just a regular burger and expecting you to pick the whole thing up and treat it like, full mouth it, just make out with it. No, they cut it in half so it's more manageable, right? I cut it in half. I just do it on a more horizontal basis instead of a vertical.
If you go to McDonald's, are they giving you a cheeseburger that's cut in half? Are they giving you a double cheeseburger that's cut in half?
No, not
if you go to
McDonald's.
Wendy's,
I
are
wouldn't
they?
consider
If
them
they
gourmet,
go
though.
to Wendy's, are they giving you a double cheeseburger cut in half?
Nah, they're
Burger
not
King,
gourmet.
Five Guys,
Actually, the Burger
Whataburger,
the Burger
In and
King,
Out. You're full of shit. Stop it. The way you eat cheeseburgers is wrong and unnatural.
Yet it's so right. And
No, it's not.
I challenge any of our listeners, any of our viewers,
And you have to eat
go
it all.
out there.
You have to eat it all weird because you can't just hold it like a normal cheeseburger.
You just flip it
Because
over, like you hold it by the bun at the bottom. You bite into it like normal.
That's not like normal. No, it's not.
It's like a burger pizza. The same way you eat pizza, it's the same way I eat the burgers. I just flip it in half. Now I'm eating it like two pieces of pizza.
It's the worst thing I've ever heard.
But guess what?
Do you have any other really bad food takes that you
I don't
want to
have
talk
any
about?
really bad food takes at all.
I think
that's a good food take, but I also have another good food take, and I want everybody to understand this because I know there's a lot of people out there who loves Chipotle. You're a big Chipotle fan, right?
Chipotle.
So here's my theory.
And hold on, real quick. It's Chipotle, not Chipotle.
I didn't say Chipotle.
No, you didn't. But
said,
there's
oh yeah.
old white people out there who say Chipotle.
What you want for lunch? I want some Chipotle.
Yeah, no, it's pronounced Chipotle. But go on.
Hey, before we jump into the story, you know Keith Lee, right?
The food critic on TikTok. Yeah.
So him, and then there's another food critic. Her name's Lexi.
Mm-hmm.
So the Chipotle in their area, I was watching a live this morning, actually. The Chipotle in their area renamed their Chipotle, like one building on both sides after each one of them.
What?
Yeah, so
that's pretty cool.
On his side of the building, it's Chipotle, and on her side, it's Chipotlex.
That's pretty cool.
And I mean,
I know that like because of him, through the Chipotle app now, you can get the quesadilla, but you can get the fajita peppers on it.
Yeah,
which was I didn't know was never offered before.
And the salsa that like the worker who created that like meal, they created their own little salsa.
Well, that
and
was
that's
Keith
an option
Lee
now too. Keith Lee didn't make it.
Yes, he did.
No,
and the salsa too. He mixes sour cream with their dressing. That's how he's always ate it.
Oh.
Yeah,
I thought he said he went in there because an employee. Maybe I watched a different video where it was one that the employee made, because I remember him going in and doing the test taste of what another Chipotle employee made, and he loved it. He gave it an 8.5 out of 10.
I don't know. I just know let's rate it 8.5. Anyways, what's your? I assume this is gonna make me mad.
So Keith Lee, I hope you're listening to this, because I think this will change the game for everybody.
If he's listening to this, we made it.
So here's my take. How much is a Chipotle burrito or bowl? Like
$11, somewhere around there,
right?
Yeah.
For chicken, steak, barbacoa, whatever you decide to get, right? If you want guacamole on
it. I don't get guacamole on it, but guacamole's extra.
Yeah,
I'll tell you that.
It's like an extra $3-4, something like that, right?
Is it really?
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Right. So now your $11 bowl just became a $14-15 bowl.
Okay.
Right. Or you can go in and you can get a veggie bowl, and the guacamole's free, and it's still $11. And I guarantee you cannot taste the difference between having chicken or steak in your bowl and not having chicken or steak.
You're so full of it.
Once you mix everything together in that, unless you just get like, hey, give me chicken and rice and cheese.
All right, let me tell you my Chipotle order. Never changes, same every time.
Same here.
Okay, and the only thing that changes, sometimes I'll get a bowl, sometimes I'll get an actual burrito.
I never get a burrito anymore.
That's the only thing that changes. It just depends on how I'm feeling.
And I'll tell you why. But go ahead.
So it goes white rice.
Yep.
Double chicken. Fajita peppers. I don't get beans. I don't like beans very much, so I don't get any beans.
That's all protein.
Fajita peppers. I get the mild salsa, the corn salsa, sour cream and cheese. That's it. Never changes. I never add anything to it. I never take anything away from it. That's how I like it. Order it the same every time. Okay. And I am telling you, I can taste, even if I don't get double chicken, I can taste the chicken in my burrito.
Okay, you think so?
No, what do you mean I think so? I know so. I'm the one eating it. I know for a fact that I can taste the chicken in it.
But you can't debunk my theory until you try it, right? I used to get nothing. I used to do half chicken, half steak every single time.
So you're telling me that if I go get a veggie bowl, I'm going to be able to taste the chicken in it?
I'm telling you, you won't be able to know the difference.
That's not true. If I can taste the chicken
and your bowl without it,
so then you're telling me I'd be able to taste the chicken in a chickenless bowl.
Confuse you.
You're full of it.
You're right. So
that's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
Once everything mixes together in that bowl or that burrito and you bite into it, you're not even going to realize that there ain't no meat in there.
You could say that just about anything, though. You go to a KFC and be like, yo, let me get a KFC bowl, but hold the chicken, because once everything's mixed in there, I'm not going to be able to taste it.
That's different.
No, how is it different?
That's different.
How is it different?
That's different.
You just don't like when, your own argument kind of collapses in on itself.
It's different.
How is it different?
Because KFC has a different flavor than Chipotle. Everything at Chipotle tastes the same.
What?
Yeah.
You're full of shit right now.
I'm not.
Dude.
And you know what? I feel like that's not even the worst argument that would piss you off. Is the veggie bowl thing?
What do you mean?
Like I have two Chipotle arguments, right? The veggie bowl is just the first one.
I know. This one, me and you have literally gotten in a heated debate about this.
And that's why I almost don't want to bring it up.
No,
right?
but we're going to.
But before we bring that up, like, let me tell you my Chipotle order real quick and why I feel like it can all mix. And I only get a bowl because I always get a tortilla on the side.
Yeah,
and then I make my own burrito.
So at least the Chipotle I go to, they started charging for the tortilla on the side.
Yeah.
So that's why it just depends, man.
It doesn't make sense anymore.
Yeah, it's just what I'm in the mood for.
Okay, so I go in, I do white rice, I do black beans, it's vegetarian. So then it has the fajita veggies, I have lettuce, I have the mild salsa, and then I have the red hot salsa, not the green one. And then it has the guacamole in it, and I pretty much get everything but corn, because corn is not made for the human body to consume.
Oh my God.
Your body doesn't
just
break
because it
down
doesn't
corn.
break it down doesn't mean you can't consume it.
How it goes down when you chew it up is how it's coming out.
That's fine.
Yeah, no.
You eat it for the flavor, not the
It's not
nutrients.
even a good flavor. That's the even worst part. And technically, any corn product your body can't break down, which is why
I'll never stop eating popcorn. All right, now I want to get to this.
Okay, all right.
Because all right, so when I worked for you, we had within work we had this debate amongst other staff.
Yeah, us and some other staff were there. And,
okay, so
I think it started with us. And
it did, yeah. But you made me mad, and it's like I was irrationally upset with this argument that we had.
I feel like I have to stick with it though. Like,
You don't think that Chipotle's guacamole is authentic?
No.
But you cannot give me. You've never been able to give me an explanation of what would make guacamole authentic.
It has to be an authentic recipe.
What does that mean?
From a Hispanic family.
What? That doesn't make.
Chipotle's
the ingredients are fresh.
Is this? It's like
here's like the frustrating part. Here's why I got really mad and why I didn't. We had somebody in the branch who was Hispanic that said that it was authentic guacamole.
We had Jonathan and Rita. Yeah.
And said it was authentic guacamole, and you're still willing to die on the hill.
So my exact words were, Chipotle's guacamole is not real guacamole.
Oh, real guacamole, yeah.
And you were like, yes, it is. And I said, no, it's not authentic. It's not real guacamole. That's a corporate-made guacamole.
That doesn't make it. It's fresh ingredients. It's used with the same things that are made in guacamole.
It's about as real a guacamole as the holy guacamole that's on the shelves.
No, that's guacamole.
If you taste it, it does not taste like authentic made guacamole compared to if my friend's mom goes in the kitchen and makes guacamole from scratch in there. She comes out with it, and that guacamole is the best guacamole I'll ever have.
Best Chipotle's guacamole, first off, is incredible. And for you to sit there...
You just said you don't like guacamole.
No, I said I don't get guacamole on my burrito. I didn't say I don't like guacamole.
Okay. No, it's not incredible.
It's incredible.
It's a C average guacamole.
No, you're so full of it. I feel like you just say stuff at times to piss me off. This has to be one of those situations because nobody in their right mind can sit here and say that Chipotle's guacamole is not real guacamole.
It's not. It's
tell me the ingredients of Chipotle's guacamole.
I couldn't tell you the ingredients of it because
the number one ingredient is avocado.
I can take avocados and mix it with crap and come out with
You're goddamn right. You can go up there and make authentic guacamole.
C average. It's not authentic.
How is it not?
It is not authentic.
That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
You know what else? Have you ever seen the videos of the Africans eating that? What I can't think of what it's called.
Yeah,
but it's
I know what you're talking about. That
they dip
sticky
it in
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I can go make that shit right now. Right.
Yeah.
It's not authentic.
Why? If you use authentic ingredients, why is it not authentic?
Because there's a culture behind
So
it.
if a Mexican at Chipotle makes the guacamole,
if they're
it's
following
still
Chipotle's
not authentic.
recipe, no.
How? What? What do you mean?
Chipotle has a standard recipe all the way across its restaurants. That is
Well,
that is not the authentic way.
I think any Mexican restaurant that you go to, if it's a chain, are going to have a standard recipe for their guacamole across the whole thing.
I need Abuelita in the kitchen.
You could have her in the kitchen. It is being made
hands.
Fresh.
No.
What do you mean? No,
I don't need her measuring nothing. I don't need her following no ingredients lists. I need her doing it based off of the way
that doesn't make it
her
any
abuelita
less
made it
authentic
all the way throughout.
That does not make it any less authentic.
It's not authentic. It
is. What other I don't understand how you can have this argument.
Okay, so look, what's the difference between me saying this and then like you having restaurants that's like Taco Bell saying they serve Mexican food, and then other places who are like, we serve authentic Mexican food. What's the difference there?
The food grade. I mean, Taco Bell is not serving authentic Mexican food.
Okay, neither Chipotle is not serving authentic Mexican guacamole.
They're serving authentic guacamole.
They're selling a
real
version
guacamole.
of their
that guacamole is not fake.
It's not.
It's not plastic. I'm eating real guacamole when I order the chips and guac.
Mexican avocados. Those are avocados grown in a laboratory at Chipotle's headquarters.
See, now you're just saying shit to try and fit your narrative.
Chipotle. Chipotle.
I feel like this is
everything.
I feel like this is one of those instances where you know that your opinion is wrong, but you're willing to die on this hill. No matter what.
I won't die on this hill. If Chipotle sponsors us, right? Like they do Keith Lee.
Well, we're not definitely going to get a sponsor now because
I'll
of you.
take all of this back, and I'll tell you that you need to do double meat in order to taste it. I'll tell you that they have the most authentic guacamole.
Wait a minute.
I'll tell you everything that you want to hear.
You don't need to get double meat to taste it. I get double meat because I'm a fat ass. There's a difference. You can get regular meat.
Sponsoring us one day.
Yeah, but you can get regular meat and
you
still
need double meat because they need that money to pay.
I don't care. Listen, we're not getting sponsored by Chipotle right now.
Not yet.
Okay? So you don't need double meat to taste it. You can taste it.
I just don't believe that. I don't
understand. You might, and this I say this with all the love in my heart. You might have the absolute worst take I've ever heard when it comes to a fast food chain.
That's okay.
Or a fast food restaurant.
Listen, I'm not the same as other people. Like I eat my double cheeseburgers and cut in half.
Yeah, you just like eat food wrong the entire way.
No, I eat it the better way.
No,
I live
you
life.
don't.
I live life with a different experience than everybody else, right?
That doesn't mean.
And one day you guys will step over to my side and realize that the sun shines just a little bit brighter over there.
There's a certain standard that you have to follow.
The sun shines a little bit brighter on this side of town.
I don't.
When you split your burgers in half, when you get veggie burritos with free guac on them, right? Not real guac.
Why would you get guac though if it's not?
I mean, it's not real, but it's still
but it's a C-. Why would you go somewhere just to get C- food?
Because
you're full of shit. That's why.
It takes a C+ burrito and makes it a B average burrito.
Your math ain't math.
I'm just saying.
You're telling me that a C+ burrito, when added with a C- guac, becomes a B+ burrito?
Yeah. 2 + 2 is 3, right?
That's not 2 + 2. You're saying 1 + 2 = 5. Like
that math sounds about right to me.
Nothing you're saying makes sense. It's the worst take. And I just want people to understand.
You know what's so bad about you
right now? What I
have
to deal with when it comes to you.
You have a sister that's Hispanic.
What does that have to do with anything?
Who probably makes some of the best authentic guacamole, and who would probably agree with me.
I don't think she would agree with you.
Chipotle's guacamole.
Hold on. My sister doesn't like Chipotle though, so that's not fair.
Okay.
That's not fair.
but-
She doesn't like Chipotle, so
But she could probably still look at it and tell you that's not authentic guacamole.
yes, it is.
We'll just have to agree to disagree.
You can't agree to disagree on something when you're wrong.
You're right. You're wrong.
I am right. You're right. I'm right.
You're wrong, and I'm right. I mean, plain and simple.
Will you guys please sound off? Let us know, because this is the most ridiculous conversation I've ever had. It is we should probably change topics.
At this point,
I'm starting to get a little
think
heated.
we're getting back to how we were at work that day.
Oh, dude, I'm pretty sure. So this is when the branches were our branches were closed because of COVID.
So
So we were yelling at each other across the branch. I just don't understand how you came to this conclusion.
I'm pretty
and
sure
it makes me
I'm pretty sure this ended.
so mad
I'm pretty sure this ended probably the way it's going to end tonight.
with you being wrong.
No, with you going, don't say anything else to me about guacamole because I'm legit going to get so pissed off. And then we just had to take guacamole off the table. Like, we don't even mention, in our normal lives, we don't mention the word guacamole just because of this argument right here.
Yeah, but I felt like this was something that the people needed to hear.
I was going to leave it out.
Like, it sounds weird, but this was probably like the most heated debate you and I have ever been in, and it was over whether or not Chipotle has real guacamole.
But here's the thing:
not.
I troll a lot, right? So, all honesty, I troll a lot. But this was one that I like every single time. I'm gonna down that hill for it. This and the veggie burrito, like every single time, you can't tell the difference.
I think you can.
We'll agree to disagree.
All right. What do you want to talk about next? Because we have to change this.
Let's take guac off the table, okay?
Okay.
So what we got next over there?
I don't know, because we got to stop talking about this because I'm going to get really mad.
All right. Well, hit me with the would you rather.
Okay, so I do have a couple of would you rathers that I really liked this last time because I felt like it kind of created a really good conversation between us. Yeah. So I got a couple would you rathers. So I'm going to read you the first one. No guac in it, right? There's no guac in this one, okay?
All right.
For the first would you rather, all right? Would you rather get 1 year of paid vacation, 1 full year of paid vacation, or work 1 year straight, but it triples your salary?
So I'm off for a year paid.
Off for a year paid.
At my current.
Or you can work 1 year straight, but your salary gets tripled.
I mean, this is an easy one for me because I know a lot of people they're going to think I'm crazy again. But I'm a bit of a workaholic. Like, I legit just came off of working Lord knows how long. I haven't had a vacation since July of last year. Before that, probably December before that. And then before that, I probably didn't take a vacation since COVID. Like when we went to Houston, right? And that was February of 2020. And it's not that I love work or like work. Like,
sounds like
it's just if I come home and I'm sitting here, what am I going to do? I'm just going to sit on the couch and not do anything. Or I can go to work and make money.
Yeah, but you'd be making money either way.
I mean, in this aspect, yes, but what am I going to do in my free time?
Well, we're talking about in this aspect.
Well, here's my thing. Like,
it's a vacation, man.
If I got vacation and everybody else is sitting at work working or this or that, like, then I'm going to just be bored all the time. And I'll probably have my kids. And so now it's not really work. I mean, it's not really vacation because I'm working by being a parent all day.
You're going to be a parent. Like, that doesn't change.
Yeah, I'm going to be a parent, but I get some adult interaction throughout the day. And
yeah, but dude, you're working a full year straight. That means Saturdays, Sundays. Yeah. So you're not getting any time off really to spend with your kids.
I'm making that sacrifice for them.
What good is having that tripled salary if you don't get to spend it, if you don't get to go do stuff?
I mean, it's only a year.
Only a year?
Yeah. Think about how long we live. It's literally only a year.
No.
A year straight of this, you push through, and at the end, I'm gonna go back to my normal salary and whatever. But then I'll take a week's vacation and I'll live it up. Triple salary. My girl's gonna, that's like. I mean,
no.
That's
I'm
almost
taking.
a
I'm taking.
lottery
I'm taking
jackpot.
that. I'm taking almost a lottery.
Yeah, that's almost a lottery jackpot.
No, it is not even
Like
close,
like
bro.
the Kansas like the Kansas Cash or the Missouri Show Me. Like you know the ones that's sitting at like
There's not a
the
si-
100,000 mark, not like 100, but like a couple 100,000 or something like that. That's what that would be working a year straight. It's like, yeah, I hit the little
No,
lottery,
dude.
not the big.
Give
one.
me the 1 year of paid, 1 year of paid vacation.
But are you going to want to go back to work?
Doesn't matter.
You just sat on your
I'll
ass
figure
for
that.
a
I'll
year.
figure that out when the time comes.
You gotta now prepare yourself to go back to work after relaxing and chilling and getting paid for a year,
That's fine. I'll figure it out.
doing whatever the hell you want to do.
You know what? Maybe by the end of that time, I'll be ready to get back to work. So we'll just assume that I'm ready to go back after the year. But I have a full year. No, I can do what I want, no matter what, and I'm getting paid for it for a full year. I would take that 100 times over.
Look, my
Dude.
work schedule is the banker's 9 to 5.
Dude, my work schedule sucks.
I guess that's the difference,
Right,
like-
so it's like I feel like there's a couple of things. Like first off, like how much do you make? Right, if you're making like minimum wage, like I don't feel like tripling your salary would be worth it.
No.
You know what I mean? Like you're still not making.
if you're going from 30,000 to 90,000 to work a year straight,
yeah,
that hurts. You
Right.
might as well take that pay.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking, man. Like we're not gonna get into how much we make here, but I would fully take that year vacation off and just, dude, I would take my kids and just go do a bunch of shit that like I didn't get to do when I was a kid. My kids would literally get to have like the experience of a lifetime because I wouldn't have to make time for them. That time has already been made for them.
I get that.
Where
but
you're working a
financially-
year, financially, nothing's changing.
Right. So your bills are still due.
That's fine.
You still have all of this stuff. So
Okay.
you can't like just go out on a vacation and splurge, right? Because you have to make sure that when you come back home, you're budgeting for your normal bills
I mean,
and
you're still
everything else.
you're still budgeting, sure. That's I mean, but
Your bills are going up. Your electricity's going up because you're at home all the time. Probably playing the game because you got some time to burn, right? You're eating at home, or you're going out to eat more rather than whatever you do at lunch, making your lunch, whatever.
I don't feel like the food would change that much.
You don't think so?
I don't think it would change that much.
You're showering more.
I would probably shower less if I wasn't leaving my house. Are you kidding me? My water bill would actually probably go down.
Your
So I'm
honey-do
saving
list
money there.
would be ridiculous because you know how wives are.
No.
You know how wives are, right?
No.
Okay, so what'll happen is that you'll go on this vacation and they will look at you and be like, hey, since you're at home, I need you to do all of this. And you'll think, let me hurry up and get all of this done so I can enjoy my vacation for the next 364 days, right? And then the next day she'll come with an even bigger list.
All right,
Well,
so-
since she got all that done,
Here's the thing. My wife understands my skills and what I am capable of doing and what I am not capable of doing.
right?
So it's not like she's going to be out there asking me to build a fence or anything like that because she knows that is not within my wheelhouse of something that I could do. I mean, I'm sure I could eventually, but it's not
She's
something
gonna
that...
watch YouTube videos on how to build a fence.
And I'll be like... And then here's what I do because, dude, you gotta know how to talk to women, right? You gotta.
all right, so
Right,
go ahead and break it
let
down.
me break it down.
Break it down.
Let
Let
me
me
show
see.
you how you do it. Right. This is what you do. So they tell you, watch a YouTube video. See, I watched a YouTube video and then I watched another one, and I watched another one. I just watched so many YouTube videos about trying to build this fence.
Right.
Sweetheart, the day just got away from me. I didn't. Now I don't have time to. But it's too dark outside.
That's okay. There's always tomorrow.
That's well, you know me. I have short-term memory loss, so I'm gonna go to sleep and I'm gonna forget. I'm gonna have to watch these YouTube videos all over again. Where it would just be better if we did not have a fence. That's just something you're gonna have to live with. We bought the house without a fence. It's not gonna have a fence. It's
What
just,
if we just go out there together and I'll tell you what to do?
How the hell is she gonna? Well, she knows how to build a fence now. Now, if she knows how to build a fence, she can just do it herself.
She's gonna watch the YouTube videos that you constantly try to watch and can't remember.
I guess
and now
squirrels
she's gonna
very
watch
easy.
them and tell
Great, perfect. My plan is coming together. Now she's building the fence. I'm still on vacation on the porch drinking an iced tea, watching her build a fence. 7 months pregnant.
While after she gets off of work,
After
right?
she
Every
gets off
night
of
after
work.
she gets off of work.
Hey, this is the life she chose. She knew what she was getting when she married me. We were together for 10 years before we got married. She had plenty of time to get out.
Look, I'm still gonna say I'd rather go to work. My 9 to 5 isn't that bad.
I don't think you could make it a full year.
Oh, I could.
I don't think you could.
I could.
No, you couldn't. I don't think anybody could work a full year.
I could.
You would snap eventually and get fired.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, if you look at most people, like a lot of people do work a full year.
A full
straight.
year straight. Nobody. What
Look
are
at-
you
look
talking?
at-
Oh God! Here we
hold
go.
on,
Here's
hold on,
another
hold on.
ridiculous.
A lot of people do work full year straight.
A lot of people.
look at-
Nobody does that.
Look at like social media people who every day are having to follow. Okay, all right, I couldn't even go along with that. I couldn't even troll you on that one. No, but I think I can do it.
I don't think you could. I think you sometimes.
There's a lot of stuff I can do.
You know what? I'll say this: if you have nothing else, you don't lack self-confidence in thinking that
that's
you
true.
can do stuff.
But there's things I can't do. Like, I can't cure cancer. I can't
Why can't you?
fly without, being on
Maybe
a
if
plane.
you took that year off, you'd have time to come up with the cure for cancer.
No.
Why not?
If you gave me a year off, I think I'd go crazy quicker than if you had me work a year straight.
I'll go crazy. You might get cabin fever. Yeah.
So here's why I say I think I can do it right. So my anxiety is so bad, and a lot of people don't realize
They
I
make
have
pills
it.
for that.
I know. We talked about this last time. I try not to take pills unless I absolutely need to, right? And my anxiety is so bad that, like, I didn't realize that I had anxiety or how bad it was, but I did notice that, like, all of my life up until, like, 3-4 months ago, I bit my nails unknowingly. Like, it wasn't like I just sat there and bit my nails. It was like it was just a habit that I thought was a habit, but what it really was how I was coping with my anxiety, right? And then when I finally realized that, I've found ways like fidgets and stuff like that I can keep my hands moving and keep things moving where it works. But one of the reasons I'm up till 4 a.m. every night, or roughly, is because my mind is just constantly working and moving, and then I wake back up and it's just back working and moving again. So if you take away work from me, like, my mind goes ridiculously crazy.
I feel like all you're doing is like proving my point in that you probably of all people need to take a year off and
I
not
don't.
work, bro.
I'm taking a week off next week, and I'm kind of dreading it, man. My daughters are out for spring break, so I'll be here. So I'll have stuff to like keep me busy and stuff. But I'm the biggest thing is I have a laptop. I can work off of that, and I'm just like,
I guess
stay off the
so.
laptop.
I guess my thing,
Don't
like
work.
with my job, if I literally could not work a year straight, just like physically, I would not be able to do it.
Yeah. I guess I don't
My body
have
would
as
break
much of
down.
a physical job, so
I get like 50 hours a weekend, and by the time Saturday comes around, dude, I am just beat. I am dead. There's no shot that I could work a year straight.
yeah.
I don't think
I mean, if I had more of a physical job, I'd probably be like, yeah, give me this vacation. A lot of mine is behind screens and typing and, emails and things like that. So that's why I also believe I could do it for a year straight and not have the same complications that like you would. So,
All right, I got another one for you, and this one's a doozy. This one's a little more like not quite funny. This one's a little more serious. So as lighthearted as we try and keep things, this is a little more serious.
we got some moments where we
Yeah.
get serious.
All right. Would you rather be able to talk to anyone who's passed away. You can talk to them twice a month, but not be able to talk to anyone living again.
Ooh.
Okay? Or be able to see anyone who's passed twice a month, but you're paraplegic when you're here.
Oh, that's a tough one.
Yeah.
I think I'd have to talk. I couldn't be a paraplegic.
No. Man, it's so but then you wouldn't be able to talk to anybody.
Yeah, but I mean,
Which means you can't talk to your kids.
there are ways. There's sign language and things. You can write stuff down. I can still hear. I can type on the computer and have it talk for me. Like there are ways that I can get my message across with kids. Right? Texting is mostly what they do anyway. So I can text my kids and be like, okay, that's how we're gonna communicate. But to be able to talk to like, my grandma and my best friend who passed away when I was a kid, like to have those conversations again, I feel like I'd have the best, kind of not the best of both worlds, but the fact that I'd be able to talk to people who passed, but also talk to people who are still here and have that.
I don't think I can make a choice on this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, it's just so hard. Like having kids changes everything.
That would definitely make it harder.
And there's just like no way I can't talk to my kids. Like physically talk to them. Like my voice, their voice. There's just no way that I could do that. And
Yeah,
I've lost I lost my dad, I lost my brother, and I would love to talk or see them again.
Yeah.
But I can't. Nothing will ever be at the expense of my children. And that's just how it is.
I mean, but if you were a paraplegic,
I couldn't play with them.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you could.
No, I could, dude. I wouldn't be able to go out and like have catch with my son and stuff like that.
I mean, get you a surrogate to stand in for you.
That's not what.
Yeah, get somebody else to catch it, and then you be like, "Yay, good throw, buddy."
Is that how you had to like cope growing up?
Good throw, buddy.
Hey, Dad. I'm not your dad. I told you to quit calling me that.
No. I mean, it's a tough one, but I just
I don't
know. To be able to talk to some of those people, like, and
I
even
think
knowing
also,
that,
like,
like, if anyone who currently is here passes away, I can still talk to them. Like, it
what if it was like one person? Like you could only pick one person, and like that's who you have to. Like that's the only person you can communicate with.
I wouldn't do it, because if I picked one person now and then, like, Lord forbid somebody really close to me passes away and I can never talk to him. Yeah, I couldn't do that.
See, that's why I'm just gonna. I don't think I can make the choice at all. I've also like come to like terms with the passing of
I guess
people
that
close to
would
me.
make it really hard to let go.
Yeah, so I don't think that's a
Not
choice I'm
let
willing
go
to make.
necessarily, but at least like to start that healing process.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
God.
I don't think I could make that choice. I think that was I don't know.
Well, let's move on to something a little lighter.
All right.
And what? No, I said lighter, not heavier.
I was going wider, but damn. Okay.
Oh,
Jeez,
that's what I
just
meant.
gonna call out my weight like that, bro?
What?
It's all the authentic Chipotle guacamole I'm eating.
We're not saying that G word anymore. So here's the thing. It's one of my favorite segments, and I'm hoping one of y'all's. Am I the asshole?
Yes, you are. Always and forever.
Always and forever. But in this case, is Stan the asshole?
Stan?
Yep. Stan's a 54-year-old man. His wife, Renee, has been married for 22 years to Stan.
To him? Oh, okay.
To Stan. She had 2 beautiful daughters from her previous marriage. The girls were 5 and 7 when we met. Their father, who was a doctor, abandoned them after he and Renee divorced. He remarried and took care of his new family. Meanwhile, I, Stan, has always taken care of the girls as if they were my own. Renee has been a stay-at-home wife majority of our marriage. I'm a blue-collar worker. I once asked her about seeking the doc out for child support. Her reply was, "We don't need him. We have you." Ooh. I asked to adopt the girls, but Renee insisted the doc wouldn't agree to it. Regardless, I continued to take care of my family. I put both girls through college, bought them a car, and was present for all of their school events. I'm currently footing the bill for the oldest daughter's wedding and helping the youngest take care of her 5-year-old. I'm the only pawpaw the baby knows. Now, the doc recently divorced and has been trying to repair the relationship with his girls. My daughter told me she wanted her biological dad to give her away and do the father-daughter dance. I was devastated. I suggested we both walk her down the aisle. Renee interfered and told me I'm just a stepdad and not to mess up her special day. I feel so broken. I've decided that I will not attend the wedding nor pay the remaining $10,000 balance after I've already paid $12,000 of the wedding. My wife has called me petty and threatened to divorce me if I mess up the wedding. However, I'm standing firm on my decision. Am I the asshole?
No! No!
No?
Why would he be the asshole in this situation? This man raised these kids from when they were how old? 5 and 7?
Yep.
Already put $12,000 towards her wedding.
Yep.
Right? Helps raise the youngest's
5-year-old.
5-year-old child.
Put them through college.
Right. Put them through college. Was there for every sporting event.
Bought them cars.
I'm going to say bought them cars. Put clothes on their back. Put food on the table for them.
Yep. I mean, that's $300K investment per kid.
I don't think he's the asshole. Now, let me preface that by saying I don't think that their biological father is an asshole either for wanting to be a part of their life.
I think the biological father is an asshole.
Hold on.
Maybe not for wanting to be a part of their life, but he's an asshole.
For what? Well, for how he...
for how he abandoned them.
Yeah, no, I agree.
For him coming back in the picture.
I agree.
And wanting to be the one to walk her down the aisle and wanting to do all of that.
Yeah, that's where it's messed up. That's why I don't think he's the asshole at all for the stepdad. And first off, I hate that term stepdad. That dude was the...
Oh, yeah, that's dad.
That was their dad,
yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
And for, dude... Although I will admit that I'm kind of torn, right? I'm torn between, do you just let her have her day and then
address it
afterwards? Because I'll tell you right now, though. I will tell you this right now. If the mom was if you ruin her day, I'm going to divorce you, the papers are already signed.
Yeah.
We're not reconciling from that. We're getting a divorce. And if I go through with the wedding, it's strictly just so that I'm not ruining her day.
Yeah.
But I don't think he's an asshole in any way, shape, or form for being no, forget that. You want this dude in your life? Fine. You can have this dude in your life. He's going to finish paying for this wedding, though.
Yep. He a doctor, too?
Yeah. Yeah, he's a doctor also. And then also, he tried to adopt the kids, and she said that she didn't think that he would allow it.
And that's the thing.
Nah, dude, that's so messed up.
I think there are 3 assholes in this story. The first asshole being the mom.
Mm-hmm.
Now, granted, when he tried to adopt the kids, maybe it was a very, very early on, and he's been raising them. But she's just whatever. But I do think that should have been a topic that was revisited at some point.
Yeah.
Especially when, they were 5 and 7 when they came into the life. He raised them all this time. So at one point, if the father hasn't been there for, they both graduated. So 11 to 13 years, do you realize this man is the man who's raised me and taken care of me. This is my dad. And we revisit that even with the girls, right? So the mom's an asshole for that. She's an asshole for also threatening divorce because he expressed how he felt.
Yeah, that's
about
so messed up.
a kid that he raised.
Right, yeah.
Like, yeah, it's not my biological child, but I invested just as much in this child as mom did.
But not just that, she literally told him, "You're just the stepdad."
Yeah, that line right there.
That right there would have been it for me.
Yeah, especially I didn't raise him like the stepdad.
Right, yeah.
You know, when I was paying all the bills, I wasn't the stepdad. When I was going to events, her friends weren't saying, "Oh, that's your stepdad." No, that's the only dad you know because your dad isn't around.
Right, yeah.
Right. Secondly, the a-hole is the dad, the bio dad. I mean, we've addressed it, but he just ditched out on his family because he got somebody
deuces.
new.
Yeah.
That's if that doesn't scream asshole, and I say that just being a dad, I couldn't imagine like if anything ever happened, me not being here for my kids.
Dude, I know. Dude, I think about this all the time. Like, I cannot believe that there are people out there who are parents that want nothing to do with their children. It makes no sense to me.
I can proudly say that I don't have any friends who aren't parents, and at that, damn good parents.
Right, yeah. No,
So, you know.
I agree, yeah.
I started weeding my circle out when I had kids because I'm like, if you can't take care of your kids, why are you coming around trying to be around me and my kids?
Right,
Like,
yeah.
it just didn't make sense.
I agree.
But then the third asshole is the daughter, the one who's
yeah,
getting married.
for doing that, too.
Yeah, like I understand your excitement to have your bio dad back, and you've always wanted this relationship with this man. But I think you also need to take into account the fact that he's not asking you not to have your bio dad in this wedding.
Right.
He's asking you like, hey, can I walk you down as well because I raised you.
Both
I
of us.
did
Yeah, he didn't say
everything that he
didn't
should
say
have been doing.
Me instead of him.
Yeah.
Right. No, he's like, can both of us give you away?
Yeah. Can
Which
we
is
both
really
have this
big of him, I
father-daughter
think.
dance?
Yeah.
I think that just shows that he deserves somebody better than that wife that he got who's threatening him.
I think it shows like how much he genuinely loves
Yeah.
his daughter too.
Yeah. I mean, it'd be hard for me to put in all of this work helping to raise these kids and take them down the right path, especially the heartache that they feel. Because throughout the years, especially when they hit puberty and they go through all of this, like not having their bio dad there plays some part in that psyche, right?
Probably, yeah, sure.
And he's the dad who has to pick up that slack that bio dad has left behind.
Yeah.
And so to go through all of that and to be with them through their ups and downs, probably their first boyfriend breakup, probably everything that they've experienced. And then to turn around and be like, yeah, I know you did all of this, but my real dad is here. Like that just hurts me even saying it, man.
I wonder, like, did they have no relationship at all up until this point? So, like, from 7 to however old she is now getting married, like, did her and the biological dad have no relationship at all? Because if they didn't, even more, that's even more messed up.
I mean, it doesn't say in the story,
right? Yeah,
but I would assume that they probably had some type of relationship. Probably not the traditional dad-daughter relationship that most people
well,
think
it says
of.
they're trying to repair the relationship.
Yeah.
So there was something there. But
Yeah. Like he probably had their numbers. He probably sent a happy birthday text here or there or a card or something, thinking that's enough to make up for all of this time that we've been missing. But, man, kids are a 24-hour job.
Yeah.
Like,
I just go back to I think the mom is probably the biggest asshole in this situation.
I agree.
For what she said to him, like, I don't care who you are, man. Like, if you truly love somebody, like, you're not going to talk to them that way.
Yeah.
You're not going to belittle them or make them feel inferior just because. And for her to be like, you're just the stepdad, boy, I've never hit a woman before. Man.
That gets you close, huh?
Dude, it'd probably be the closest I would ever get.
You'd walk outside and start punching random people in the... Like, you're a man. I need to punch you.
Yeah. Dude, like,
No.
it would make me so mad.
Man, I think...
I'd be more mad at that than I would about Chipotle guacamole.
See, and that's one of those things that like I'd be upset about it, but I think I'd be more hurt about it.
Well, yeah,
And it's one of those
but
situations where
I don't like process. Like when I get sad, it just makes me angry.
Yeah.
That's how I process things.
Yeah.
So like I'd be hurt, but like I'd be infuriated. I would be breaking stuff, punching walls. I might have an anger problem. I don't know.
And that's where I'm different. I might have an anger problem, but my difference is when I get sad, like it also processes as anger.
Yeah.
But when I get angry, I shut off every emotion.
Yes.
So like I just don't talk and I just don't say. So we would probably go a month without saying a damn word to each other.
That's awful.
If that, like I would make her feel every bit of awkward as I felt when you sat there and one, threatened to divorce me, two, told me I'm the stepdad of kids that I raised.
Why would you
right?
do that to yourself, though?
It's not because my mind constantly works, right? My mind's constantly moving, right? So I'm staying quiet, but when I'm not around that person, my mind is working on so much other stuff or thinking about so much other stuff that it doesn't affect me like it would that other person, right?
No, but I'm just mean like I would not want to be around that person at all.
Oh.
So I would like that. The minute she said you're just the stepdad, I'd be like, oh, really? And I would have been gone. I would have been out of there.
No, you don't leave. She's a stay-at-home mom.
I don't care.
She is the stay-at-home mom. She can't pay any of those bills.
Well,
somebody got to go. Bye.
So she can't pay any of them? Perfect. Even better.
Look, them bank accounts about to get switched out real
quick. Let her get herself in a financial mess. All because she said something stupid.
Yeah, but it's going to get you in it. It's going to hit your credit too.
I don't care.
Yo, so that's how mad you are.
I don't care. Yeah. I'll drop down to a fucking 410 credit score I don't care.
Look, see, and that's the difference. I'd rather just not talk to you for a month. And then when we finally do talk,
I couldn't be around it. Like, I genuinely could not be around that person. Because it would just build. It would just build. It would just build. And then I'd eventually snap, and you'd be seeing me on Lifetime.
I'm pretty sure that's...
Unsolved Mysteries.
Oh, okay. Okay, I was going to say, I'm pretty sure Snapped is a whole nother thing. But if they want to sponsor us,
What, Snapped?
Yeah.
Unsolved Mysteries?
Yeah.
A&E?
Yeah.
Honestly, we'll take anybody right now.
Almost.
I'll take anybody.
Almost.
Who would we not take? What would we not take?
There's a few.
Like what?
Like
Chick-fil-A.
No, I mean, I'll take a Chick-fil-A sponsorship.
What else? What would you not take?
I probably wouldn't take, and then it starts getting political, man. As far as sponsorship goes.
We don't have any. What political person is sponsoring?
If they're like, we want to sponsor you guys.
Yeah.
Highly doubt they would, but I'd be like,
why not? Take their money.
No.
Take their money.
No.
Why not?
No.
You can't be too proud to be a proud.
No, never happened. You couldn't even do it with a straight face.
I mean, that. They're not going to sponsor us.
I hope they would never approach us about it. So,
all right. Long story short, no, he's not an asshole.
He is not an asshole.
But everybody
else in that story,
the 5-year-old baby is an asshole. I don't know why, but he probably did something that make him an asshole.
He called the other man Pawpaw at some point now.
He said, I'm the only Pawpaw you know, and that 5-year-old was like, Nuh-uh,
I got this Pawpaw.
I got another Pawpaw.
You little asshole.
Boy, I'll kick a bit. I'll hit a child.
Hey, look, I tell my wife all the time, I got daughters, but I'm not afraid to go to jail if people can't control their kids. Look, I'll do it for you. If you don't do the job, I will.
You'll hit my kids?
If you ain't doing the job and she come up and punch my daughter in the face, I'll take care of that problem for you.
Bro.
I will take care of that problem.
I swear to God.
I will say, as a
if
godfather,
your daughter lets
right?
my daughter come up and punch her in the face, she
we got another problem.
It.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. If
my
10-year-old daughter lets your 5-year-old daughter just walk up and sock her in the face, and she doesn't do anything, she comes to me and like, Charlie punched me in the face.
Yeah.
My first response is gonna be, hit her back. I don't want to. Well, let me go handle this problem for you.
No. You'd have to seriously question yourself, like, what did I do?
Listen.
That my 10-year-old is getting punched in the face by a 5-year-old.
I'm telling you, it's been a couple of stories. My daughters come home and they tell me of these little boys at school.
I don't like how you just, like, casually admitted that you would hit my daughter. I'm about to walk up these stairs right now and elbow drop your sleeping daughter just because of what you said.
I am a proud helper of all.
You're a proud boy?
No, I'm a proud helper. If you don't want to take care of your kid, I'll help out.
I'll take care of my daughter.
Okay, then.
If she walks up to your daughter and punches her square in the face, bro, don't worry. My daughter will get all the high fives in the world.
Okay.
I'll be so proud.
I'm going to give her a couple high fives to the face, too.
Bro, I will hit you with a car. I will. I promise.
High five.
If my daughter comes up to me and she's like, Daddy, Michael, that's all she needs to say. It doesn't matter.
What happened to your face, Charlie? Michael?
Bro, I will drive my car through your house.
Hey, it's a good thing that you're a good parent, right?
Yeah, don't worry. I'm telling my daughter not to just go up and punch people in the face unless they absolutely deserve it.
Don't punch random little black girls in the face, okay?
Whoa, we don't have to bring race into it.
But listen,
don't punch
help.
any child in the face. Unless they're being assholes, and then you can punch a child in the face.
Or they're a proud boy.
Do you think there's just like children out there that are proud boys?
I mean, what do you do if you're in school and like a kid walks up and he's like, "I'm proud and I'm a boy, so I'm a proud boy."
Yeah. Have you seen that skit where it's like, I don't remember what show it was, but it's like they're like naming words that end in AN, and some girl goes lesbian, and the dude's like, I heard pan.
Yeah.
It's like, no, she said lesbian.
Yeah, he was like, lesbian.
It's just a word. It's fine.
What's
just
a lesbian?
He's like, well, if you liked whatever her name is, you could be a lesbian. And the kid, that boy's like, well, I like her. Does that make me a lesbian? He's like, it doesn't work that way.
Not really, no.
That's not fair. I want to be a lesbian.
Like, how do you have that conversation when, like, what do you say when your kid comes home and is like, my teacher wouldn't let me be a lesbian, and you're just like,
dude, I don't know. I don't know. There are so many conversations that as a parent I know you have to have.
Oh yeah.
And I have no idea how to go about having those conversations yet. I'm glad I don't have to yet, but my daughter is slowly creeping up to the age where I know eventually this is going to become an issue and I'm going to have to address it.
You want me to tell you how you get away with it? This is how I've gotten away with it so far.
Go ask your mom.
No, I put it on her. So I go to her and I say, the girls are starting to ask some questions about this. I need you to go talk to them.
As their mother, I feel like this is a situation
you've been through this. I never have. Right? That line right there gets it. You've been through this as a young woman. I never have.
So what about when it comes to my son?
Oh, you have those conversations.
I'm just gonna show him videos.
No.
No, I can't do that.
No,
why not?
I was traumatized that way. Let's not do that.
Were you really?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah. Wait, who showed you the videos?
My dad.
What?
Yeah.
Like,
there was an incident that happened, and I'm not gonna dive too deep because everybody was underage, but I was around 12, and he was like, I think you might have seen some stuff, so we need to have a talk.
Oh, seen some stuff between like him and your mom?
No. Between
did you ever walk into
other
your parents? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I remember that very vaguely, and I don't want to, but I thought it was a dream, you know. And I used to have a dog named Tiger, who every night would sleep in my room. He either slept in my bed or he slept on like the floor next to my bed. And one night he jumped out the bed, and I woke up, and I'm like, where are you going? And he starts walking out the room. So I'm supposed to be asleep. I'm crawling on hands and knees, following him. And this dog goes through, pushes in my mom's room. And so here I am crawling below. And I'm like crawling on the floor so nobody sees me. And then like I say, Tiger, come on, let's go. And my mom would go, what the hell? And I look up, and yeah, they were getting down and dirty. And I ran out and went to the room, and I convinced myself it was a dream. I don't know. That's a weird dream for like a 6-year-old to have, but.
And you just told yourself it was a dream.
It was a dream.
To this day, you're like, it was a dream.
It was a dream, you know?
All right.
I know it happened.
Yeah.
I'm positive. I'm like 99% sure it happened.
Yeah.
My mom will deny it probably, but it happened.
Okay.
That's the only time. And after that, I was like, yep, never going in mama's room again.
Have your kids walked in on you?
No.
No?
No.
That's good.
Thankfully.
Yeah.
Will you?
Do what?
Have you?
Have I walked in on my parents? No, actually.
Good.
I did not. I did walk. So the only memory I really have is there was one time where I went into my parents' room. This was late at night. I don't remember why, but my dad was just like laying on the bed, just butt ass naked. But he's asleep. Now we did
Your
not.
mama put it on him?
We did not have central air in the house, so I just.
You're like, why does it smell like bologna?
You know how you like convince yourself it was a dream? I just convinced myself that it was really hot, and my dad had to sleep naked because he was too hot.
Okay, we'll go with that. That's the story.
That's
we're going with.
what I told
I had
myself.
A dream.
I'm pretty
and
sure
your dad was hot.
I'm pretty sure that that's really what went down. Mm-hmm. But you know, who knows?
What about your kids walking in on you?
There has been an instance where my daughter walked in on something, and I quickly slammed the door in her face.
Just hit her and everything.
Well, it hit her, but she started crying like really bad because she thought that we just didn't want her to be in the bedroom with us. So she didn't. I don't think she saw anything. But
and 30 years from now,
there was a situation
trying to convince us that it was a dream. Like
she's gonna tell herself that it was a dream. Yep. All right, I feel on that note that's a good. I feel like that's a good stopping point for today. Michael, hit him with the socials.
Hey, so we got our YouTube, and I know I said this video was going to be on YouTube, but now that I think about it, I heard my camera click off here earlier.
Oh, no.
So probably went into power save mode, so we'll see what we can work with. We got our Snapchat. No,
Snapchat?
not Snapchat. TikTok. We got our TikTok at That Guy and This Guy. YouTube is That Guy and This Guy. We have Twitter, That Guy and This Guy. 8, the number 8. We have Facebook, which we're probably most active on. Mm-hmm. That Guy and This Guy. Search us, follow us, like us. And
subscribe. It costs you guys nothing, and it helps us out a ton.
Yeah, and share.
Yes, please. That's the biggest, just like word of mouth we really need to get out there. So if you guys can share the podcast, that would mean a great deal to us.
Yeah. We're going to try to get some guests on here too, throw in some mixes on there. So we're working to make it a little more than you just hearing us go back and forth. We're going to get some, I suggested That Guy, This Guy, and their wives. So maybe you can get our wives in here to tell all the stories that y'all really don't want to hear.
Yeah.
And then you'll see why we talk about them the way we do, because it's just all love and adoration.
Yeah, that's exactly all it is.
And that's how we should probably end this. Yeah. Y'all have a good one.
All right, hit him with hold on. Hit him with that. Hit him with that. It's that late night voice. I liked that last time when you ended that.
Oh yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, it's late nights with That Guy and This Guy. You all have a good night. Peace.